Hi guys, and welcome to Good Stored Homestead. Hey you guys, and welcome back to Good Stored Homestead. I'm Katie, and it's going to be a busy day today. We just got back from church and lunch with our mom just a little bit ago, and had to change out of our nice church clothes into some work clothes because today is going to be the start of breeding season for our goats, and we're going to try with our rabbits again. Now, we're only going to put 2 of our goats with our male. This will be the first time that we've used Granger, our buck, as a breeder, and so we're going to see how it goes. We're going to put Aoife and Boudica with him today, and they will be with him through the entire month of October, and that just makes sure that they cycle. And so we're going to hopefully and prayerfully that will be successful, and if it is successful, then we will have baby goats in March because they're have a gestation of 5 months, and then we're going to put a couple of our female rabbits in with our male buck rabbits and see if we can't get any babies out of that, because the last 2 times that we have tried to breed our rabbits, that it just has not been successful at all. And we think it's just because it's been so hot, and rabbits do not do well in heat. That's one of the reasons why we are trying to switch over solely to, I'm sorry, you're seeing the nasty mop behind me, but that's one of the reasons why we wanted to switch over to the Texas A&M, the Tamux breed, because they're more heat tolerant. But so far, we still haven't had a successful breeding during the summer. So we're going to try again. It is starting to cool off a little bit more. So hopefully we'll get some babies out of this one. And so we're just trying to get all this done, and maybe do a feed run after this. But we got to get all of our animals taken care of. And this is, we usually try to leave Sundays as the Lord's Day, and we try not to do any more than we have to. But on this particular Sunday, it's necessary that, because we, as good stewards, which is the namesake of our homestead, to be good stewards, to be responsible stewards of what we have here, we have to take care of our animals. And so normally we don't, beyond feeding them, we don't typically do much on Sundays. We try to leave that as the Lord's Day. But this particular day, this particular Sunday today, we're having to do these things just because that's how our schedules have worked out, and our animals need their food. And so we're gonna have to do a feed run possibly today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see where we're at. So that's the plan today, and I just wanted to share that with you. So once we get to the place, I'll video some more about the goats, and be able to share with you guys how we're going to do that. All right, see you in a bit.
About time to dig up the poops and carry them to the garden. About time to clean the poops and carry it to the garden. Here you go, baby. Oh my goodness, that looks good on your cage, but it keeps coming loose on his. Hey, my dude. Hi, my dude. Oh, let's try it. Hi, baby. Oh my gracious, let me get your bowl. You've made a mess in your bowl. You have made a mess in your bowl. Gross. Nasty. Hey, nasty, big boy. There you go, pal. Big old bowl full for you. Alright. Get that down. Here's a little bit left over from the boys y'all can have.
Alright, so we have gotten everybody fed except for the dog, and you can see our mess of a garden that's behind me, or what's left of it. I need to put the garden to bed because I've got some things that I'm trying to do with the garden beds this year. So we won't be doing any kind of fall gardening this year, because I need to do some work to the beds and try and get rid of all the weeds and the grass and everything. And I'm also going to have to put some fertilizer into the beds. We got a really loud car coming by. But so I've got a lot of work cut out for me with the garden, to be able to put it to bed for the fall and the winter, because we aren't going to do any kind of fall gardening. And you can see Teresa behind me. She's giving Brana her food, and then we're going to start moving some of our girls over with Granger, our male buck goat, and then we're going to be moving some of our female rabbits in with some of our boys over here so that we can get that started. So that's where we're at. You can tell all the animals have been fed because it's quiet. About the only time that they're ever quiet is after they've been fed. So anyway, so that's where we're at, and we'll start filming again once we get moving on the girls. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and walk down here to the does, and you can see our mess that we've got in the yard here. Yeah, we really need to get out here and do some yard work, clean up, and I mean, it's like the to-do list never ends, but we're just gonna walk down here, and eventually we need to really look at putting together a milking barn, because you can see what they've done to our makeshift milking shed that we put together. We had to stop keeping the food in there because that's what they did. They busted out the side panels and just really tore it up. You can still see the milk extension in there, excuse me, that we have for the girls. But look at them. It's been a little while since I filmed the girls, but I want you guys to see how they're doing. Anya has just decided to lay down in the feed trough. This is Aoife with the red collar on. She'll be going with Granger today. And then the big black one right here, that's Boudica. She'll be going with Granger today. Back there is Bethany. Yeah, back there's Bethany. And this is Bronwyn right here. And look how big little Bridget has gotten. Bridget is in between right here. This is Bridget. Bridget has grown so much, you guys. Oh, Bethany, don't be mean to your sister. They're half sisters. But look how much Bridget has grown. She has grown immensely. And look at that splash of white across her back end. Now Boudica, I'm telling you, you guys, when it comes to feeding time, they are just not nice to each other at all. But there's little Bridget with all of her moon spots. She is covered in moon spots. She has them all over her back. And what I'm talking about, moon spots are these light patches of brown that's mixed in with the black on her back. Those are called moon spots. And then she's got this big splash of white right across her back end, like somebody slung white paint on her. And you can see Bethany has the moon spots too. She's got a little bitty one right there on her side. But Bridget is just covered up in them. She's got one there, one there, one there. So she is just speckled with moon spots. She's so pretty. But you can see that when it comes to feeding time, they are not very nice with each other. And this is another reason why we got to do a feed run today. But anyway, so Aoife right here, she's one of the does that we're going to be putting in with Granger for October, and then Boudica. So we'll see if we get anywhere. And our wonderful sign there, welcome to our goat farm. And the way we're going to do this with the girls is we're just going to put them into the buck pen with the boys. And that's how we're going to do it. So I'm kind of just waiting on Teresa to get finished up with what she's doing. And I'm probably going to grab some leaves for them here off some of these limbs, because they've already stripped these trees down to where they can't reach the leaves anymore. And they just love them. They love eating the green leaves, and they're really great for cleaning up, that sort of thing. But that's what I'm probably going to do as we wait. But here they are, you guys. This is Bridget that you're seeing right here. Sorry that you're having to... They don't exactly cooperate, so we don't really worry about what's part of them you're seeing, because they just are. But that's Bridget. She's about half the size of Bronwyn and Anya. Now Bridget and Bethany will go in with Granger probably... I'm trying to remember. Let me back up a little bit, because I know we're going to do Bronwyn and Anya in January. That's when they will go with Granger, because they will finally be old enough and big enough to go with him in January. And if they get bred in January, if you count 5 months, that'll give us June babies out of them. And then we will breed Bethany and her daughter Bridget with Granger, and when Bridget is old enough, which will be next year sometime, probably next fall. So, and then we're just going to get on a rotation. Now we have all of the goats that we want to retain for right now. So any of the babies out of the breedings from now on, we will either sell or they go to freezer camp. That's the plan. So that's what our plan is from here on out, is to either sell them to other farms and other people, or freezer camp. And then once these girls and our buck starts to age out, once they get too old, then we'll start to retain some of the babies again. But we have 6 does, 1 buck, and 1 wether. So that is as big as we can handle as far as our goat herd. What is it, Bronwyn? And you can hear Teresa fussing at the boys because they are not behaving right now. But that's the plan with our girls. We're not going to keep any more than 6 girls at a time. We're not going to have any more bucks other than the buck that we're using for breeding. And the wether is a companion animal for our buck. So that's the plan. Yeah. What are you guys talking? So that's little Bridget, you guys. Here's a good shot. This is little Bridget right here. She was the one that was born this summer with her mama, Bethany, and Grandma Boudica. It seems weird that Boudica is a grandma. Boudica's a grandma. Mm-hmm. I said your name. I sure did. So,
that hay bag before they see it. End up with it, stop it.
But anyway, all right. I think we're about to start moving here in a little bit. This is why we like bottle babies too, by the way, because you see because Teresa bottle fed them and they were bottle babies. You see how they just follow her around and how friendly they are with her. That's why we like bottle babies.
Let's pour that up. Hi, Anya. Hi, Anya. Oh, you. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Bridget. Come here, Bridget. Come here, Bridget.
Now
Come here.
Bridget was bottle fed for a couple of days, but since she was a single, we put her back out here. So she's not quite as friendly, or not really friendly, but she's not much for petting like the others are. And they're very vocal.
Hi there. Hi there. Lisa, you about ready to do your work for the farm? Come here, baby. Come here, baby. I got you, Bridget. I got you, Bridget.
So we do try to socialize them and get them used to being held and touched and messed with. It just makes it easier all the way around.
What, Anya? What,
She
honey?
says, pay me attention. Don't pay that baby no attention. They're very vocal.
Let me touch you underneath. There you go.
This is also how we get them used to being milked in the future. So this is something that she does to get them used to being milked and being touched and that sort of thing. It looks a little weird, but but you have to do that. They have to, if you're going to use them for milking and all, then they have to get used to being touched on their udders.
You're being a good girl.
Lots of praise, lots of treats. So there we go. And Anya in particular loves attention. She's the herd queen. Aoife, sorry. Anya is her daughter, but Aoife here is the herd queen for sure.
What is it?
Boudica is behind her. Yeah. So anyway, so we're gonna move them now, or
I'm gonna let them finish eating first.
there's not much left.
Yeah, there's not much left, so I'm fixing to move them. What,
All
baby?
right.
What, baby?
So now we're just loving on them and watching them and
Good girl.
enjoying filming them.
Good girl. Come here. Let me see. Good girl. Good girl.
So there she is. She's getting them used to being touched on the udder.
What is it, Beth? You're gonna have to wean that young, and she's pulling it out of you, baby.
Yeah, that's something else I've noticed. Bethany still hasn't weaned her yet, and that's...
Yeah, she's a little bit skinnier than I would like because she's still nursing. You see her trying to steal it off her grandma?
Mm-hmm.
That was your grandma. She ain't got no milk for you. What is it, Mama?
So yeah. So this is Bethany and Bridget right here, and their grandma Boudica.
Bridget's grandma. It's Bethany's mom.
Yeah.
Aoife, you about ready to go join Granger?
Nope.
See what Boudica's doing. Where you going?
Exploring.
Aoife, come on.
What is it, Anya?
Come here, Aoife.
What is it, Anya? You're talking to us, huh?
What is it, baby? What's the matter? What is
She
it?
says, pet me. Look at that little tail wag. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. She says, give me a good scratch.
No, don't chew on my fingers. Ain't nothing in them. You was a bottle baby, so you know them hands used to hold a bottle for you, didn't you?
Broad one's wanting attention now.
It's your turn now, huh? It's your
Yeah,
turn
yeah, it's my turn. My turn.
now. What is it, sweet girl? Huh? What is it, baby?
Now, Bronwyn is kind of at the bottom of the pecking order right now.
Bridget's the bottom. She's close to the bottom, but Bridget's now the bottom.
Bridget's gotten big enough to be at the bottom, huh? Look at this. Nosy little goat. Trying to get after what's in your pocket.
She's licking my leg there.
And goats can be quite entertaining to watch. They're very curious about everything.
Boudica, you're going to be the challenge, aren't you, girl?
Yeah. Now, Boudica was never a bottle baby, so she has always been our most skittish goat. She does not like to be handled. She doesn't like to be messed with. Yeah, she has gotten rid of her collar. Look at this. Look at this. And unfortunately, Boudica has taught her girls to be rather skittish as well. Now our older girls, Aoife and Bridget, wow, I'm getting the names mixed up now. You can see that Aoife still has her collar on. Bethany has the purple collar. Boudica has a pink collar that Teresa's trying to get back on her.
Babies haven't got collars yet.
Yeah, the younger ones haven't gotten collars yet.
These two are old enough, so I need to get them a couple. Come here, Mama.
So you can see that Boudica is going to be our problem. She is going to. Aoife will not be difficult at all. She's just following Teresa around. I think this is the funniest thing, to watch them follow Teresa.
You may have to help with Boudica.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to have to pause the video so that I can help get Boudica.
Close enough, I can't reach her.
Yep. Alright, we'll come back in a minute, you guys. Alright, you guys, so we got it done. Whew, excuse me. We got Granger here, and there's Ben. We got Aoife and Boudica moved over. They don't seem interested in them right now, but that should change. They're checking them out and seeing what's going on, but that should change. But Granger's over here trying to eat briars outside the fence. But anyway, so there they are. We got them moved. Woohoo! We've got the rabbits left, and then feed run. So we'll let you know if we're successful. Okay, you guys, so we're back in the rabbit pen right now, and she is trying to catch Shona. There we go. Who are we putting Shona with? Chagalidi. Lucky. So we're gonna put her, you can see what she's doing. She's putting her in the top door of the hutch. So there we go. There's our first pairing for this month. And then, which one?
Let's see, I think I'm gonna get Autumn.
Gonna get Autumn. And the way she's picking them up, that's not hurting them any. They're squirmy and they kind of panic a little, but the way she's holding them and picking them up, that's just loose skin. It's not hurting them any. She's going in with Tuya. So there we go. Girls are in. How long are we gonna leave them in, Teresa? Day, 2 days?
Probably a day. I'll get them out tomorrow when I come home from the fair.
All right. So put them in today. Oh, and you can already see he's interested. Mr. Chocolate does not waste any time with the ladies. But she ain't too interested in the moment. So
Tuya is trying to do his business.
Tuya's trying to get it on.
They're both up here in the top.
So we will let them do their thing and hopefully have some babies in 30 days. 31 days.
31 days.
31 days. These fellas do not waste any time. We will give them some privacy. But here we go. So Shauna with Chagalidi and Autumn is with Tuya. This should be an interesting color palette as well, because both the females are red, and Chagaliti is a chocolate brown color. That's how he got his name. It's essentially the Cherokee word for chocolate. And then Tuya is gray. So we should get some interesting color combinations. That's probably my favorite part about the animal, about the rabbit breeding in particular, is seeing what color combinations we get.
Well, just an example. This right here is Chagaliti's daughter from last fall, and you see how pretty light brown she is compared to him.
And Autumn and Poppy are also Chagalitis, and they're red. So we're looking for Deirdre right now.
She has to be in one of these beds.
Yeah, she's somewhere in there. Oh, she's in this last one, I think. I see something in there.
That's probably her. This one here with the
Yep.
butt.
Yep, I think she's in there.
Probably. Hey, sweetie. How are you, Miss Deirdre? Hi, honey. Yeah, there
Yep,
you go.
there she goes. So that's Deirdre. Sorry, we have a lot of loud trucks and stuff, but Deirdre is our oldest female, and she is retired from breeding.
That is this light brown one's mother.
That is Nero's mama. Nero's back there chilling in the shade. And this is Wagagi. And Wagagi is actually two-toned. She is gray for the most part, but she's got like a lighter brown in patches on her back, I've noticed.
That is actually part of her winter coat that she didn't shed.
But anyway, so there you go, the rabbits and the goats, and now it's time to go do a feed run. All right, feed run at Rural King is done. Time to head home. All right, guys, so we are back from our feed run at Rural King, as you can see, and we got cat food and goat food and chicken food and rabbit food. We've got all that. And now it's time to unload all of this and then head into the house to get ready for bed and ready for work in the morning. And so that's the video for today. Thanks for joining us, and if you like what you've seen, then please like, subscribe, and share our channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's get it unloaded. Bye.